party members and supporters here at home and around the world, and fellow Gambians, following these proceedings that culminated in my selection as the flag bearer of the United Democratic Party for the 2026 presidential elections. I greet you all in the name of our great party and in the name of our very lovely country, the Gambia. I am humbled for the confidence, trust, and responsibility you have placed in me to carry forward our battle for a better Gambia. I want to begin by profoundly thanking my fellow contenders, each of whom is qualified, dedicated, and ready to be the flag bearer of this great party we all share, cherish, and love. In offering ourselves to serve, you have validated and exemplified the strong democratic traditions of our party. I am proud to be associated with you, to fight with you in the trenches, to walk with you in the rugged paths. You are true patriots. Your participation and the primacy of the process we all subjected ourselves to have produced a single nominee. But in truth, all of us, the party and the country, are the winners. I also want to thank our selection committee and the entire team that oversaw the important and rigorous process. They were scrupulous, fair, and transparent. The process is only as good as its execution. And I'm deeply appreciative to all of you for a job well done. Like every worthwhile contest, this historic one was not without challenges. But because of our shared values and commitment to the greater good of the party, we concluded in the best tradition and made with fidelity to our rules. Let us now rededicate ourselves to the values and agenda of the UDP and in the service of the Gambian people. I appeal to all our members and supporters to look forward, reconcile differences where they exist, and focus on bringing about the change our country desperately needs. What unites us is far bigger than any minor differences we may have as individuals. Arguments within a family must not become feuds that divide us. All misunderstandings among people of goodwill can and should be resolved through dialogue and consensus. Dialogue is not weakness. It is in fact the strength of the humble and the wise. It seeks not victory or defeat, but harmony in pursuit of the greater good. My objective as flag bearer is to pave the way for the journey we embarked upon during very difficult times in our history. As I approach the sunset of my life, what drives me to continue this journey is not personal ambition, but the urgent call for service. My purpose is to help bring about the successful pathway to the Gambian people we want through a UDP that is united, focused, and true to the values for which good men and women sacrifice their lives. The election, this selection is not about me. It is about rescuing the Gambia. It is about putting the needs of our people above privileges of politicians. It is about ending corruption and waste, creating jobs for the youth, fixing the healthcare system and education, and giving our people the dignity they deserve. This is the premise of the Gambia First agenda. We can all accomplish this together as one diverse family, and the future of our party and our country will be in safe hands and capable hands of men and women to whom it has always belonged, the Gambian people. So, let us rise above our personal inhibitions. Let us nurture friendship and collegiality. Let us honor the responsibility that comes with the trust and confidence of our citizens. I pledge to do everything in my power to heal rifts within our ranks and to reach out to voters across the entire spectrum to secure the victory that our country deserves. Together, and the Gambian First, we will rescue our nation and build a future of dignity, justice, and opportunity. But before I conclude, let me go off the script. Today, when I walked in, I became nostalgic. I saw KK Barrow, I saw Yusufa Chang, I saw Lamin Darboe, I saw Adama Jallow, I saw Ajam Saka. These were 1996 UDP members. I recall on the Jahal Hills, when a police officer, Sanyang, stopped Lamin Darboe and his group of youths who were then conversing around the country to make Gambian people understand that that corrupt government which was in place must be voted out. The officer took advantage of his uniform, stopped Lamin Darboe and his colleagues from continuing on their journey, and in fact went back to Brikamaba and asked the police officers there to approve the UDP flag that were then hoisted in place. I recall that. And of course, that recollection reminds me also of September 1996, when we launched this great party at Fitzgerald Street. That was a day that we covenanted with the Gambian people that our objective was not for personal aggrandizement, that our objective was to rescue this country, the Gambia, and put it in the hands of people who are capable, people who are committed to ensuring that the welfare of the Gambian people is well looked after. I recall that day. I recall Anta Samba, the late Anta Samba. I recall Ajafat Seka Seko. I recall Aja Jamanin Drame. It is the toils, the hard work of these patriotic people that has brought our party to this level, to make it an enviable institution that anybody and everyone in the Gambia today wants to live. But we must continue that legacy. We must fight hard. We must promote unity amongst ourselves. We must stop being divisive. We must stop castigating each other. We must stop pigeonholing each other into situations and positions to which we do not belong. The United Democratic Party of Femi Peters, the United Democratic Party of Simbul Nyasi, of Lammarong, of Fakoli Kop, of Fakoli Koli, of Jere Fati. That United Democratic Party is what we want to have back. It's not a United Democratic Party that is engaged, in petty squabbles. And I want to appeal to each and every one of you that for the sake of people like Okuta Thomas and so on. For people like Sam Silla, let us close our ranks. Let us work together. And you, the people who have selected me today to be the flag bearer, my victory or the victory of the United Democratic Party lies in your hand. It is you who have to go out, campaign for your candidate and ensure that your candidate wins in the elections.
He has been telling Gambians, and we have been telling Gambians, Al-Karte Odi Ousainou Darboe nga kana nga tambing a progress, and then for so many years Amanke, and we have not been progressing. So I think for the first time we need to give an opportunity to lawyer Ousainou Darboe, and then we move as a country. Yalong candidate Tombo Dauda Makang Kasial. Ndolonga candidate Tombo Kejana hani council level. Lungo dolu jangol kadule mol kala fe nyokur penya la janne sako presidential candidate. So Makango is normal. It's part of the process. Political nim Makango lam nim mala fe Makango political ko rebe ka dunno je, you know, for say wala fana political dia Makango na suno ta doron woka ke sanga bengol par political attending krimba so le kata. So we have to expect that. But signed in that a candidate out of Mondro, everybody rallies behind the candidate and we move. The objective movement is Gambia Bondi Bulo Kono, Bulo Mialonko, they are corrupt, and it is the objective of this country to salvage from such a leadership. And then Ngamira, Ntola Mul sign, we've made the choice and we've made the decision, sign the Atondele document to go out and sell the candidate to the people, and then for 2026 benga karto fai lawyer Darboe, and we win. I think the undecided Gambians need to make the choice now. It is not for us to come and then tell them anything. They can see it plain. The country hasn't progressed. If you were buying a bag of rice before 2021, let's say at $2,000, it is now costing you more than that. And if you vote for Barrow and MPP, don't expect any change. I think it is Aristotle who once said, repeating the same thing, expecting a different result is madness. The thing is, Gambians need to accept that the great majority of Gambians now want change. Voting for Barrow is a continuation. If he cannot achieve anything in 10 years, what guarantee do we have he will be able to achieve anything in 5 years? What we are saying is, voting for lawyer Ousainou Darboe in the next election is itself a change. And if it is change that Gambians want, then let's vote for change, not for continuation of the old system. This system has failed. It is not going to achieve anything for Gambians. If we vote for it simply because we hate lawyer Darboe or we hate UDP, it's not going to take us anywhere. Hatred never takes any society anywhere. It's not going to take Gambia anywhere. Let's take the hatred out. Let's start loving each other and see the country first and vote to change. And if we vote for change, voting for lawyer Darboe represents change. Voting for Adama Barrow is a continuation of whatever we were having for the last 10 years, and it hasn't achieved anything for us. Our youths are dying on the back way. Our prices, everything is just crumbling. And if we believe that we can vote for the same thing and expect a different change, I tell you Gambians, it's not happening. It's not going to happen. For us as a party, we go through processes. You've seen how heated this one was. But at the end of the day, the great majority of our people said, we still trust lawyer Ousainou Darboe. Let's give him another chance. So we are telling Gambians, if we fail the exam in 2021, we have been given another opportunity to sit to the same exam. If we fail again, then definitely something is wrong with our brains. But if we have something, if we really want to change, let's vote for change. Our strategy will be to make sure that the people that they issued ID cards to, the ones coming from Congo, Gabon and other people, that we don't allow them to enter here and vote. That will be our strategy. What happened previously will not happen. And those that are registered in Senegal, we are calling on Ousmane Sonko, Diomaye Faye. When they were campaigning against Macky Sall, they threatened every other person from the sub-region from entering into Senegal and voting in their election or taking part in their electoral process. We are urging them to live by their own words and then ensuring that people from their own country do not come to Gambia to vote for Adama Barrow. We don't want that one. Not anymore. Thank you.